everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here with a wig review in partnership with Wig Studio One. This is a brand new style by Rene of Paris called PAX. It's in the color Icy Oak SR, which I'm in love with. PAX is a brand new style just launched. It is a layered bob with a full fringe. If you want to know more about this style, stick around. I will tell you all about her. I am grateful to Wig Studio One for giving me the opportunity to see and try PAX and show PAX to all of you. Wig Studio One is an online retailer. They're actually the first place I ever purchased alternative hair. And they are a wonderful resource. They have a lot of education. They have a Facebook group. The name of that group is Wig Studio One Wig and Topper Support Group. They have, I don't even know now, 15,000 women more in that group. Just everybody, not just women, just sharing the wig wearing journey, sharing pictures. If you are struggling on the wig wearing journey, I highly recommend you consider joining that group because you can get a lot of support there. And when you're looking at a wig and you'd like to see it on a lot of different people, that is a great place to do that. So many women will share pictures and it can be so helpful. Their website is wigstudio1.com. You can also email their support team. That email is support@wigstudio1.com. All right, let's take a look at PAX from all sides. Now, something you might notice from the back, you can really see the shattered ends, the razor cut ends, and they are sticking up just a little bit back here. If you don't like that, Rene of Paris actually has a tool that you can use. It's it looks like a hot comb that may be able to help flatten that out a little bit. And Wig Studio One has information about that tool at their website. They also, I believe, have some videos on their YouTube channel. I've also reviewed that tool on my YouTube channel as well. And so sometimes when people see parts of wigs that they love everything but one little part, know that you can often work with a wig to make it work just for you. Another thing I will point out is probably have noticed, I keep pushing these bangs out of my face. Now this does have a full fringe, but the length of that fringe is listed at 3.9 inches. Now I am about 3 inches from my hairline to just about my eyebrows. So a fringe like this is just too long for me. And so I can't wear it straight down like this. And it keeps poking me in the eye, which is why I have to keep shifting it to the side. Now you can see it does shift to the side fairly well, but if you want to wear this as a full fringe and you have a shorter measurement like I do, you can trim up those bangs. It's really easy to do. I actually have a video where I show you how to do that on my YouTube channel. And there's lots of tutorials on YouTube as well. Just a little, couple little swipes with what I prefer to use is like a thinning razor. I like to call it a razor comb because it kind of looks like that, but it's really a thinning razor. Really takes all of the guesswork out of it and makes it foolproof, even for those of us that are not handy with cutting shears. So think about that. If you're looking for a wig and you like bangs, they're really quite easy to trim up, and you may need to on this one. Let's talk about these measurements. The fringe, like I said, is 3.9 inches. The crown is 7 inches. So from here down is about 7 inches. The nape is 2.3 inches. The nape is this section right back here. And the weight is 2.8 ounces, so it's really, really lightweight. This wig I would consider a light density, and it does have some permatease because this has a basic cap, but not a lot of permatease at all. It is a minimal amount of permatease. I think it's just enough. Because this is a basic cap, it kind of needs a little bit, otherwise you'd be able to see through to the cap. So it's just enough, but it's not poofy, pillowy, maybe the tiniest bit of poof right here on the crown, but all throughout it's just really some crimpy fibers. And so for my wig sisters who don't love permatease, that is probably good news for you. But for my sisters who love the big hair, you really like to get into that permatease and mess it up and make hair really big, You're going to get a little bit of volume out of this, but you're not going to get a ton of volume. I think they did a really nice job. This reminds me sort of like a grown out pixie. And so without all of that permatease and volume, that really continues on with that sort of pixie vibe. They call it a layered bob, but really I think it's got a lot of grown out pixie vibes as well. Let's take a look inside this cap so you can see what I mean by a basic cap. Now, there's another term for that, and that is machine-made cap. So you might see it called a basic cap, or you might see it called a machine-made cap. And that's what it looks like. So you've just got all cap here. You've got no lace front, no parting space. This has, you know, it's sort of a somewhat of an extended nape. It's not, I've seen much skinnier napes, but I wouldn't consider this necessarily an extended nape. They have bra strap adjusters, so pull adjusters so you can adjust the size. And then they do have a lot of hair sewn in on these ear tabs. It's not soft material in these ear tabs. So this is really what I would consider kind of a really basic cap. And the good news about that is it keeps the price point down. This wig, with a discount, I would consider this a more budget-friendly wig. You'll have to check that out on the Wig Studio One website. If you can score it for 30% off, which you can today as I'm filming this, I don't know how long that sale will run, you're going to get this for a really good deal. Let's talk about cap fit. I find Rene of Paris to run generally pretty average or a little smaller than average. I really do think it's sort of hit or miss whether or not Rene of Paris wigs fit me personally comfortably or whether they're a little snug on me. This is fitting me really comfortably. I would say this is running very true to average. I have a 22-inch circumference, and I think I could even pull those straps out just a tiny bit more. And so I definitely think 22-inch or less, you're going to be fine. I'm not really sure about much bigger than that. You know, there is a tiny bit of stretch here, but not a lot. You know, there are some brands out there that have a lot of stretch. This one isn't really stretching a ton. I am getting a little bit of extra cap up here. You can see it when I do this. Not enough to really make me feel like I've got bulk with extra cap, but I have a very petite over the top of my head, so that tells me this is running really true to average across the board. So if you're looking for something in your larger head measurements, I wouldn't really recommend this one. I'm really not sensing that this is going to fit really much larger than true average. And I am getting really good coverage on this one. So these ear tabs fall nice and low right where I like them. And with all that hair sewn in on the ear tabs, it's really giving me no coverage issues. It's hiding my bio hair perfectly. And even if I want to do some tucking, I can do that really pretty easily, and it contains all of my hair. So I really appreciate the size of this cap and the coverage that I'm getting on this cap. Something else I just want to quick mention, I should have probably talked about it when I was talking about permatease, but sometimes with basic caps, visible permatease is something that you have to be concerned with. I'm really thrilled that there isn't much in the way of visible permatease. Where you would see that is kind of where you part it. I think they did a great job with sewing the fibers into the cap in such a way that it really disguises the permatease. I also think the rooting on this one helps. If you are partial to basic caps or you find yourself purchasing some, keep in mind rooted colors do a lot better in hiding any permatease that might be visible versus non-rooted colors unless they're dark. So if you wear grays, if you wear non-rooted blondes, sometimes visible permatease can be something you have to tackle when it comes to basic cap wigs. I'm not sensing that on this one, but this is the only one that I have. And one thing you can do to disguise visible permatease is to just get in there and mess with those fibers. Lift them up, sort of get your fingernails or a wide tooth comb in there to lift those fibers up off the cap so that you can lift them above that permatease, and then you won't have to worry about seeing visible permatease. All right, guys, let's talk about color. I was so excited to see this color, Icy Oak SR. SR stands for soft root. So this is rooted, but it's a very soft, very minimal root. And this color is stunning. So the way it's described, and I will let you see this outside as well, warm medium brown base with golden blonde and white gold highlights. Let's take a look at that. I love these white gold highlights. If you are graying, This color should be one that you should check out. I'm not saying this is gray. I don't think it looks gray, but the way that they've done these highlights, I think it is so complimentary for someone who is starting to gray. I think it will feel very, very comfortable to you. Now, there's a lot of warmth in here as well. So sometimes when you get those kind of icy type highlights, if it's an ashy color overall, then you're seeing hints of gray, or maybe in some lighting it will look gray. But we have a lot of warmth in here. This really warm, kind of a golden medium brown. I love these highlights so much. It's not going to be for everyone. You know, they're very bold, but they're so fun. Really makes this color stand out from just about anything else that's out there. If you don't like warm colors though, I don't know that that's enough to counteract the warmth of this really golden medium brown. And it's not even really a medium brown. I would consider this more of almost an auburn. So it's definitely pulling a warmth, an auburny warmth. Maybe even some dark strawberry. That's not how they describe it at all, but that's how I'm seeing it. And then I really want you to see this soft root. It's almost like it's not rooted. Can you see that? It's so soft, so short. I think it could almost pass as an unrooted color. Yeah, really. Beautiful color. I can't wait to see other styles in this color. How fun in maybe a curly style or a longer style. They did a fantastic job on this color. I predict they're gonna have trouble keeping this color in stock because it's just so fun and so unique. All right, everybody, let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Thank you once again, Wig Studio One, for sending me this one so I could show all of you. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. All right, everyone, quick outside look. It's raining a little bit, but we got to get this outside look. So don't mind the raindrops all around me. I wish I had a little sunlight for you, but at least it's outside light. If I waited for a sunny day, I'd never get videos filmed in the winter. All right, you guys, look at those pops of highlight. You know, it definitely looks warmer inside. It definitely isn't quite as warm outside, and that is how it works with wigs. Color can dramatically change depending on the lighting you're in. So tell me, do you guys think those highlights are stunning as I do, or are they not your cup of tea? The beauty is they have tons of colors in this style. So if this isn't your color, you have lots of choices. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. I appreciate you so much.